what we call pit latrine, and therefore we started to put on toilet to people's house. Improve. We started with the disabled. So if you're a blind man or somebody, unable to walk and so on, to help them. And that is a program that we will continue. In my next term, I will continue placing emphasis on this and helping people live their standard of living. Of course, in the area of infrastructure, St. David's got some, every time I say my fair share, some people say more than his fair share, because when CCC came back, the first two major roads were built in St. David's. When they return, the Mongazo right down to Mondelez.
Yes,
and Lara,
Mongazo
and
Road,
Lara, yes, that's where CCC started, right in St. David's. And they started two, and then there are two down again for the third phase of CCC. So in terms of infrastructure work, we have built a lot of roads throughout the constituency. House repair, we have done a lot of house repair because we get the biggest budget for house repair at St. David's. Because the problem is Hurricane Ivan is now 14 years past. And if you build a wooden house, well, you're in real trouble 14 years after. And so we have a huge, big demand.
And then there were some of the people that didn't do a major set of construction after Hurricane Ivan. They just knock up a thing.
Yes, well.
And they are the ones
that's
suffering a lot now.
Yes, so I said housing, about 90% of the people come to me, and a Thursday will be for housing, 90%. 5% will be for educational assistance. Well, of course, the other 5 various categories. But housing is a major thing. And that is why I am so happy that last week, Friday, at the sword turning ceremony in Corinth, the Chinese government will build 226 units. 226 units. So if you take the average size of a family of 4, approximately 1,000 people, almost 1,000, that will benefit from these housing units. So we'll transform St. David's. In my next term, St. David's will be transformed.
So you know what you're talking about? At least 200 or more families that will be placed into
these houses, they're modern houses.
And not just island-wide, but
from St. David's, because, and why I want to stress St. David's, you have 5 sites. So Diamond is St. Mark's, Dumfries and Carriacou, then you have in St. Patrick, Villa and St. Patrick's, right. So St. David's is getting 226 units to help the people of St. David's with better housing. And I'm very pleased about it. I'm anxious. I'm looking forward to the opening in my next term, the opening of these 226 housing units for the people of St. David's, because I know that will transform lives.
And that's only in this set that's being built. No, there are more to come when this batch is finished. This is just phase 2. There's a phase 3.
Yeah, it's a phase 3. That's right. That's right. But housing is a major problem. Major problem. So I'm really happy that we are getting it, and it's starting in Corinth. Before we started in Corinth, we'll get it for us. 226.
And not because it's in Corinth mean only Corinth people go.
No.
That means
Corinth people.
That's for St. David people.
Yes.
And only St. David people. The rest of them don't come. We didn't stay.
That's for the approximately 15,000 people that we have in St. David's. Of those who need, because it's a big constituency, big.
You have any idea how many people have applied?
No, we're not taking application yet.
No, but I know for housings in the past and so.
No, for house repair, which you did. What I can say is it will help about 250 families per year, right? So, and what we have, the backlog is the last time, what I did, I tell them cost it for me, each person. So we had about 420 people on file waiting for house repair.
And some urgent cases in and between there.
Cases, and that came up to about $2 million. So it's a lot of money for housing, but there's some people that need some basic things. They need some windows, doors, and so on that we are addressing. And then we said, listen, we're going to have a bigger budget this year, and therefore you will get the assistance going forward, because we need to really address the housing stock in St. David's and the quality of the house that we have. Then we move on to the playing fields. Well, Sheldon, you know, because you've been St. David's often, you know, the major playing field had no toilet facilities. And they spent 2 terms, you know. They won in 2003 and 2008. Didn't build a single toilet facility. So in 2003, the representatives say, well, I'm in opposition. So I had the money. They say, fine. 2008, they said, but you government now.
They ain't give him no money.
He said they ain't give him no money. So the one time he didn't have, and next time they didn't give him. So take Malmont playing field. St. Joseph's RC School, probably, in fact, Sunday, having the sports. You know, in the first 6 months in office, upgrade the field and put in toilet facility. Because you have a school sports there. And there's no toilet facility there. Malmont pasture. First one. Then we moved to Volley pasture, where they play cricket. And then Laura pasture. And then Beirut. I'm talking about all places that they built toilet, you know, and upgrade. And these are things they could go and see. That's why I'm telling you, when you put in all the book, we put in all the photos, you know. We're not saying we build toilet facilities in Malmont. You could go and see it.
So that you go and play a cricket match, you go and play a football match, you have your change room,
of course,
your toilet facilities.
Yes. So that is it. That's the thing we're talking about, what we actually did. And I challenge them, put out your booklet too to show what you did when you were there. Because you were there.
Let me ask this question, because I know Coach Williams, the St. David's Catholic Secondary School, the Wester Hall Secondary School, none of the schools would let me be able to come back in St. David again. And the St. David Track Blazers, who I ain't going nowhere near this year because they're going to cost me, are going to ask this question. The lighting of the Lasages playing field.
No,
it has come up several budgets, and it has not been achieved as yet.
Yes.
What is the latest
I'm happy
on that?
that you asked that, because that is a question I get all the time. So I promise that I will light up it before the end of my term. That's a promise I made. So we went out and asked for tenders for bids, and then we went out and then tried to get a loan. So the loan has been approved for the lighting together with the national stadium, the cricket stadium. So the loan for this has been secured.
But it's a twin project.
Yes.
So the loan is for both at the same time?
Yes, both. Then the bidding process went out. And you had a number of bidders. I think what I was told is when they awarded the bid, the person had to show that they had the money to start. And that caused a lot of delay. And then there were some further delays in terms of the type of lightings they should use and everything like that. So we have the loan secured. The tender has now been awarded, and it's only for work to start. I am hoping that work could at least start. Well, of course, St. David Secondary Sports is Saturday, so they won't get it lighted up by Saturday.
I mean, me and going wrong. I can't take the cost. No, St. David, you call me already. They go rough me.
Yes. No, well, I expect them to get some roughing as well, because I said before my term, I know the date for the election already announced. But I'm saying to the people of St. David's that the loan has been approved. That is what I could say. The tender has been awarded, and work will start shortly. I don't know how much comfort that will bring, but I can only relate what it is.
I think also we need to ensure, because as formerly having been in the Ministry of Sports as well, to let you know that the type of lighting that we're seeking to do at the Lasages playing field is not what you have seen around the island with these lampposts, basically with a light on it. It's not that. St. David is going to have the world-class lighting. So you could have the cricket, you could have whatever at the night.
That's why it's going to cost $2 million.
Yeah.
You know it's going to cost $2 million, right?
To do that one, yes. You must do the foundation properly.
So they were saying to me, the from St. David, why not put up the lamppost, man, put up the telephone post, and just put the light? You can't wait. I say, well, you're getting state-of-the-art, the most modern lighting facility. I say, if you put up that, it costs a lot to have to take it down and then put up the modern state-of-the-art thing. But just because they want the light, I suppose the request is, well, put up what you have, you know. But yes, it's costing $2 million because they will get in world class. So because, you know, the argument is that for the training, Lasages ground that's used, you know. The stadium, there is the ground that's used for it. Yeah, so you have to have the world class standard lights so they could go there and train. And so on Saturday, That will be the message I'll be bringing.
Lucky you, not me.
Oh, sure, the message.
Afraid. Especially at Trackblazers, from the time I enter the gate, others gate, until I reach on, because they tend to always end while it gets, because this time of year it gets dark a bit earlier than normal, and it always affects the sports. All the sports that take place at Las Just, it affects them. And so definitely, but the type of lights that we're looking at is not no light on no wooden pole.
No.
You're getting lights that you could have, because with those wooden, you can't play cricket under those in the nighttime. You cannot play nighttime cricket. You're still limited with the nighttime football and the other activities. But it's part of the overall plan to develop Las Just into a proper sport. When I say a proper sporting facility, you already have the size, a 400-meter track.
Yes, yeah.
You already have the pavilion, the area to put the pavilion, area to expand parking, the basketball facility, and so on, to make it into a proper sporting complex. And to do that, you can't put up wooden lighting poles. You can't put up wooden pole light.
We have a lawn tennis court there as well, right?
Yeah.
With the Calypso tent.
Does usually go to the back,
yes. Yeah, I did. That's for the lawn tennis.
Yeah.
Area. So you want to make it a proper sport facility, proper facility, proper parking and everything like that to develop. But I know the emphasis is on the lights. And
but I think though the people of St. David's understanding the constraints and so that government has, and even you as their parliamentary representative, I mean, they definitely, in my view, would understand, because having...
Boss, don't talk first. Hey, you from St. Andrew, don't talk first. No, hold your hands, don't talk first.
Right?
Don't talk first, leave us alone.
I'm talking for Grenada. Right? Having been out there in the wilderness, basically, I mean, not much has been done for St. David's on a whole. I mean, for the last how much years? And we're just within 5 years. So much has been done. The people of St. David's have hope. They definitely have
hope. But you see, I promised them that before the end of this term, I will do it.
Well, you have a good case. You have a good case there to argue. You see, because in addition to just, and remember, it's not just that you have to do.
Yeah.
So they will understand that, look, based on the economic constraints and the housing needs and so of our constituency, Brother Oliver Joseph definitely has
the thing is, when you're doing it, do it proper. That's making sure that it is done in the proper sense.
I think what I want them to understand is that returning me in office is the surest way of getting it done.
That
is
indeed, because you have a track record of achievement.
Exactly.
Yes. Also, Minister, and again, our condolences to the St. David's Catholic Secondary School and the loss of the principal recently. A wonderful lady.
Yeah, wonderful lady. Wonderful lady.
It's
a great loss. Yes, very closely with her. A great loss to the school.
Indeed. What is the latest, though? I know that over the past few years, there has been that discussion about the relocation. We'll open the phone lines in a short while. There has been that discussion about the relocation of the school.
Right.
Is there any update on that? Is that something that's still on the table, according to the school and government? What is the latest with that?
Well, we have identified 2 acres of land for the school. They have hired an engineer to do to draw the plan for the new school, and they are looking for funding. The present location, the school was refurbished, as you know, and after that, I find the discussion about the new school just died out.
Until masonry started to drop again.
Yeah, I think the land is there. The plan for the school is drawn and the costing is done. Question is, we have to try to raise the funds. They've said
because the school is controlled by the Catholic Church.
Yes, it is
it's not controlled by the government.
Well, it's not a government school.
It receives government support, but it's not a government school.
In fact, the priest a few years ago make sure that they included Catholic in the name. St. David's Catholic Secondary School. It was just St. David's Secondary School, you know. And the priest come and say, no, the school is under our control. So he added Catholic to it. So he became St. David's Catholic Secondary School. So it's under the board of management, but they work very closely with the government, and I'm still hopeful that they could together with government, raise the funds, because government will assist in raising the funds for the construction of a modern secondary school in St. David's. So that is still part of the plan, but we as a government cannot go ahead and just build it in that our school. And you understand that, but I'm saying this issue hardly now, if I go to the school, no one asks me about the new school now. Before, when they were dropping and the things were falling, all on the street, at the church, everywhere. When
on the media.
Media, but when we get in the new school, nice work was done to refurbish it.
Maybe too much of good work next time you leave a local area bad still, you know.
Yeah, I think they're understanding again about the constraints, you know. They definitely understand.
But Minister, so the school, that's one thing, and again, good luck to them. You know, Intercol is coming up and so on, and you know, we have a tradition to upkeep it, right? Nice. So outside of that though, another major concern of the people of St. David have been the state of the roads in various areas, particularly the inner roads,
Yes.
in various parts of St. David's. I myself, as you know, are always in St. David, so I know that it is a honest criticism in relation, even with the amount that have been done. What is the plan going forward?
Right, so St. David's have a lot of inner roads.
Lots of inner roads.
When they complain,
More than anywhere else.
yes, yes,
More than anywhere else.
Yes, you could use a lot of this road to take you to various.
You ended up in St. Andrew with all the main road. You
Yes,
can pass in
yes.
the back. Yeah.
So, what we have done, the Ministry of Works prepare a plan to resurface most of the roads. When the hot mix plant was done, they used cool mix to put in the road to stop up the roads and because there's so much complaint. With the heavy rains, all of that gone. So you're seeing the big holes now appearing in the road with coal, put the coal mix. Does not hold for long when you cannot withstand the heavy rain. And you see, this month, January, I can't remember in recent history, January, so much rain. You know, all the schools postponed. All.
Yeah, I've heard one postponed up to this morning. There was one that was postponed again.
All, because you don't get invitation to come to all. All. And in my 5 years, the first time that happened. My 5 years as an MB, because I go to all of them, first year. Because of rain, the fields are waterlogged. They cannot have the students running on it. I've never experienced so much rain in January. So the roads, because the coal mix was used and it's washed away, you see the appearance for all these big holes now. We have already ordered the bitumen from Trinidad to do the mix, put in the hot mix. And once the rain subsides, because what the Minister of Works is saying, with these heavy rains, you cannot go and put it down. You cannot put it down when you have these heavy rains. So if the rain subsides and we start getting sun in February, then we should see some remedial work being done. Obviously, you cannot fix all the roads at one time, and is the entire Grenada we're talking about, right? So St. David's, once the hot mix is up and we get some sun, you will see remedial work will take place on the roads to at least help alleviate.
Not just St. David, but throughout
throughout
the island.
Oh yeah, throughout the island. But we make sure that St. David's gets its fair share.
The larger share. Yeah, we always want the larger share.
Yeah, so the roads, the infrastructure, I must say that I'm pleased with the work done in La Sagesse and that main road there. And then going up the Baptist Church. There's a $5 million project that was done on the top, you know. So
to the area where that housing thing that was done there for some of the people relocated.
They were relocated, but the entire road and sewage system was put on. So in fact, part of the place they used to be referred to as Baghdad because you always confusion. And some people left the area. They say, well, no water, no sewer, no road. And we have all this problem there. Now everybody coming back. Everybody is coming back to the area because of the infrastructure work that was done. See, good sewer system, proper water, electricity, and roads. They moved back. So some of them had to transfer for voting.
Let me just make sure and put a plug for some friends of mine. Beaton, especially going over on the Rock.
On the Rock, yes.
Yeah, that road has deteriorated in a really bad way. Yes, and I do remember during the period 2008 to 2013, there was some patching, but again with the coal mix, which has washed out. Now, if you know the area, it's an area that there's heavy water flow when it's raining. So that road, please. I say this. Yes. I'm saying it because next thing I can't go back in the area. I'm saying it because next thing I can't go back in the area.
That road is a priority road. Yeah, because I know the condition of it in there. So roads will continue doing what we can. The upgraded field in the agriculture sector. We are assisting farmers as much as possible. But the big thing for St. David's is under the CBI project. 2 investors have looked at St. David's to build possible hotels in St. David's. Yes, hotels. Yes, 2 investors have looked at the possibility of building 2 hotels in St. David's, and you have 2 manufacturing plants coming there. In fact, the plant has been ordered because it's a prefabricated. The water plant in Frequenté, Aquablue.
Yeah,
they'll be moving to La Sagesse.
Or they're going where they could get good water. St. David, we water good up there.
St. Andrews had the best water.
Right. Where had the best water?
St. Andrews.
St. Andrew.
And then,
it's at the past St. David to reach there. So a little bit. Yeah.
And then in La Calome, they'll be putting up a recycling plant up there.
What type of recycling plant though in La Calome?
They are looking at primarily plastics and so on. So these have been approved already.
And you have the cane project.
And then we had the cane project where we are seeing cane being planted back for this company that wants to extract this juice to be used in cognac. They want to use it. That they won't be making rum in Grenada with that, you know.
I was under the impression it was rum.
No,
because I need go to Jelly the rum factory.
No. When I met with the investor 3 years ago, he said the reason they wanted to come to Grenada, they did some research in France and discovered that the best quality rum was coming from Grenada. That's in the days when we were shipping from there. And when they did further research, it was because of the nature of the soil and the plant they were using. So they're bringing in their own plant. It's a special type, you know, cane, yes, that they're growing. And they said they want to grow the cane in Grenada. And they will use the Westerhall plant to do the extraction. And then send it to mix to do the brandy, cognac. Yeah. To do that. So that is not, they wouldn't be producing rum.
No, $20 and $30 bottle thing. Them 100 and something, $200 bottle thing.
They need that variety.
The spice in the soil.
Yeah, something about the soil.
The spice in the soil. When the bees cross-pollinate with the nutmeg plant and thing and they come over on the cane plant and thing, is the spice in it. So we have all those coming for the St. David area.
For the St. David area, the two hotels that I mentioned, and then the the juice plant, what we call the juice plant in La Sagesse. Yeah. Right. So Windfresh, Grand Fresh, the local company, wants to start back producing seasoning and other things right there in that plant. So if that comes, you produce employment for the local people. Then the 2 companies will want to have the manufacturing plant set up there with the 2 hotels. That will provide jobs for the people of St. David's. Because now for the young men in St. David's, they benefited a lot from the growth in the construction sector. You know, the last debushing program we had for Christmas, there was a shortage of men to work on the debushing program because they're all in construction. They go on the construction.
So mainly ladies you have to take?
Mainly ladies that work. The men go on the construction.
I know some ladies in La Femme that could pelt some serious cutlass.
So in terms of the employment situation, that has, with the boom in the construction sector, that has helped quite a lot to absorb a lot of the construction workers. And right now, we have application forms going out from creative design. They want more construction workers. And they call me and said, you know any young men in St. David's that want work? They're searching for workers. Before, workers had to go and look for jobs. They come searching in St. David's for workers, construction workers, to work now.
And the thing is, St. David's construction workers are some of the best. No, I'm boasting up my parish. One of my parish, Caracou, St. David, St. George.
That's why they're looking for St. David's workers, because they are good workers, excellent workers.
Yes, so, indeed. I know we coming down to what you all think is the end of the time. But here's what. We open the phone lines. You all can call. We have the Honorable Oliver Joseph in studio with us. You've heard a lot about what has been done thus far, what is taking place right now, and what is to come, because I didn't know anything about the 2 hotels and that kind of thing that are a possibility for the constituency of St. David, because that would provide jobs in, first of all, construction, landscaping, electrical, plumbing,
and then permanent jobs,
the tiling and those sort of things, painting, the roofmen and them, the guys who do the roof, then the permanent jobs afterwards. We have our first caller online.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Morning, still.
Good morning, still,
morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Morning,
and
sweetheart.
Mr. Romain and Minister Oliver Joseph.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
All right, I'm good.
Well, this is Miss Kami here.
Yes.
I'm here. I'm home. You know, I just want to say, I just want to thank your government for what you're doing for we as the people in Grenada, Carriacou, and Despite the distractors and they will have negative things to say, you know?
Yes.
Look at this morning. I'm home this morning, sir. And some young children from Tam City is right here now. They're doing some voluntary work for me this morning.
That's good.
Right?
That's good.
They're making a pathway for me to walk because I've fallen in the yard twice. Young men. They must be around 16, 17, or 18 years. Is a group of them and a young lady with them too, coming to help me. You know?
Yes.
And I want to thank the government and the people the teacher that with them come to assist Miss Kami this morning. I was surprised to see the amount of young people here.
That's very good.
Yeah?
Very, very good. Yes.
So I want to thank them, the school and everybody and the government for helping me, Mr. Joseph. You know me a long time in the Ministry of Finance as a cleaner there.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And there was a time in my life I did all about behind NDC. And nothing had been done for me. And Mr. Joseph, if you see my home, I went to the Prime Minister. When tell me go by Dr. Keith. And I go in Happy Hill and speak to the man. And immediately tell Mr. Otis Campbell to go and help me get this spot. And I want to thank your government and the people of Grenada that helped me. Because there was a time in my life, Mr. Joseph, all when you sit down there, I was homeless. I didn't have a place to rest my head. I could recall of the days where I had to sleep under the hospital tent, the shed by the hospital. And Grenadians didn't know that. They didn't know. Because I bathe and I go with a friend and bathe and take my clothes and I go to work. And in the night, that was my bed. The shed when you go by the hospital, there's some bench there. You hear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, let's say, NNP is a caring government.
I'm telling the people because they'll say, y'all never do nothing for nobody.
Yes.
And they help me.
Yes.
And I thank God for your government.
Yes.
You understand?
Okay.
I thank you and your government for helping Miss Kami have a shelter over my head.
Good.
I don't want to lie. Nobody don't pay me to say nothing. But I'm telling you what they did for me. Okay?
Yes, I hear.
All right, Kami.
God bless you. And you go win your seat victorious.
Thank you very much.
I always prayed for y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
I always prayed.
All right, my love.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Indeed,
yes. That's a caring government.
Miss Kami. And I think we have another caller online.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
morning.
Ma'am. Good morning.
Morning. I was calling to tell the Minister, Oliver Joseph, thank you very much for what he did for me.
Thank you, caller.
Okay.
I hope you make out the voice.
Yes, welcome.
All right, 4407377. I went to a particular institution in town, and while transacting some business there, one of the guys, and I'm sure he's listening this morning, as long as he knows it's you on the program, he says, Oliver Joseph is a nice man. He say a lot of people come here, and they're trying to get a particular piece of business done, and when they can't get it done, they call him. And the man does just come in sometime and he go and he sign 5, 6 of these things and them for these people. I ain't gonna say what it is because everybody go come. But this man does come in and he sign 5, 6 of this thing for people one time and without batting an eyelid. He says he's a good man. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen, and good morning to Mr. Joseph.
Good morning.
Morning.
First of all, I have one question for you, sir, in the interest of time. No, but Mr. Scott, I want you to take back that statement about St. David's have the best water.
I agree with you.
I
Yes.
want to take it back.
You gotta take it
back.
back.
Not.
All right. Now, Mr. Joseph, as a supporter of Mrs. Delma Thomas and the NNP, I have consistently said that the NDC brought our economic and financial affairs to the brink of the precipice. Is this a correct statement to make? And I also said the NDC have grossly mismanaged our affairs. I want to know if this is a correct statement to make. Can you just briefly elaborate on how chaotic the situation for you all was economically and financially speaking when you all took office? I'm going to listen to you, sir.
All right, Kola.
Thank you. Yes, you the way you summarize it, you're correct in both instances, because it was an economy free fall. And I mentioned earlier all the indicators. When we came in, how terrible it was. Unable to pay salaries, 18 million in deficit, 50% and every dollar going. These are the indicators that you need to look at to determine how the economy is performing. Unemployment at 40%. So when we look at all the indicators, I explained earlier in my presentation that we had to take measures to correct all of them. And we have achieved all of our targets and put the economy on sound footing. So what you are saying, what you have summarized to me in the brink for precipice, and also you are absolutely correct, because it is unsustainable to be selling assets to pay salary. It is unsustainable to be running a deficit of $18 million every month. It is unsustainable to be paying 70 cents, spending 70 cents on every dollar on salaries, wages, and you have nothing left for other investment. So yes, caller, you are indeed correct.
Also, Minister, as you've been mentioning those different aspects, there's a question I had, and it seems to have slipped me. I don't know why. In the middle of it, the question seems to have slipped me. Let me just take this call. Maybe it might come back.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Brother Devon.
Good morning, Ms. Jacob.
And good morning, Brother Sheldon.
Time, Miss Jacob, so you have to make it quick.
And good morning to my dear, beloved, sweet.
Thank you. Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing well.
Well, Brother Minister, I want you to tell Brother Sheldon, because Brother Sheldon, I want to get some picture of me behind the truck with you.
Yes.
So tell him for me, please. Tell him I was right behind the truck. Hang on to the truck. They said, Miss Jacob, you can't go with the truck. I said, no. Are you mad? Are you want me to leave my minister? And I don't see what I do with him. Man, I'll go behind the truck, man.
Yes, we have the pictures with you right behind the truck. Yes.
Have a wonderful day and
Thank
a
you.
blessed day. St. David, that is our minister.
Thank you.
Love you, darling.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Jacob.
Okay, and I think we have another caller online.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
I'm not in Nutmeg Tree.
Exactly.
I want to say something, right? I work in the Ministry of Works, road repairs. We have to mix everything for 10 years. And again, the NDC calling about road. But something I would like to say to the minister, I would like to see that happen. The PRG had put on a plan in Grand Mall to make the bitumen.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they were saying is that we were buying water from Trinidad, really. We were buying water from Trinidad. So they had set up this plant in Grand Mall, where they to buy the raw material from wherever and mix it in Grand Mall, so we could get more road done and cheaper. So I would like to ask Mr. Joseph if they have that in mind for the next Friday coming up, try to put a plan so we have to buy when we buy bitumen from Trinidad, really we're buying water. And we have better water than Trinidad. So I would like to share a little light on that for me, please. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, caller. We still buy the bitumen from Trinidad. We still have the plant. We have the plant that will have to be mixed. When the caller said about water from Trinidad, at one time, what I understood it to mean, we got very poor quality. So the people say, well, the bitumen you get in the water.
Okay.
Yes. That I think that's how this storm came about.
It was more like tar.
Yes, you're right. So
I know you're talking about.
So it's not like we are buying water, but that's how they find the quality was so poor. But Trinidad has good quality now.
Yeah, because I would remember in my early days growing up in Trinidad, there was different quality, and there was one that just before election in Trinidad, PNM would come and they would pave the road with it. But the first two hot sun hit it in the dry season, it gets soft.
That's right.
And I think it's that he's referring to.
Yes.
Not the hard one that we have now.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have a caller.
Good morning and welcome.
Hello?
Yes.
Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning, go right ahead, you're live.
Yes, good morning. I am calling to congratulate Minister Oliver Joseph on being the candidate for St. David's constituency. And we are saying to him that we are behind you 100%. We also want the detractors to know that there is two persons vying for election in St. David's. And Mr. Oliver Joseph is the NNP candidate for St. David's. No other person. I'm not even going to call name to make anybody feel special. Mr. Oliver Joseph is the NNP candidate for St. David's. Let's keep moving.
The one and only.
The one and only.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
There seems to be an individual that's going around from post to stand, door to house, shop to even outhouse, and attempting to tell people that they are the candidate. The New National Party, of which I'm a member and an executive member, we have confirmed and we have placed only and endorsed one individual as the candidate for St. David, and that is you.
Yes, that's as far as I'm aware, but I've heard it. People call me every day. Why is an individual going to tell people that a vote for him is a vote for NNP when he's not the NNP candidate?
And that is totally untrue.
Yeah,
it's totally untrue. And the good thing about it, though, is that the individual that's doing that also admits that you are one of the best ministers ever.
You see, one of the best ministers, not only in Grenada, but in the whole of CARICOM. But he will make a better representative. That is what he's saying. But he's for the NNP. He's the representative. No, but that's a serious thing, Sheldon. I think we'll have to address that.
Yeah,
you can't be going and say that you are a vote for you is a vote for NNP.
And I
when
think
you have one NNP,
the party structure may have to put out a press release to just
confirm
in the minds of all Grenadians that the New National Party has only one candidate. Yeah, there's only one NNP candidate in the constituency of St. David. Anybody else is lying to you and attempting to mislead you. They're lying because what they're saying is totally untrue. They know it to be untrue, yet they are saying it. We love them, we love them. We care about them. But they can't be allowed to continue doing that. We would have to make an open statement on that one.
Yes, I think we have to address
statement on that particular one.
Know that the date for the election has been announced, have been launched officially, presented to the people. I think we'll have to make a statement.
Indeed. We lost that call. 4407377, 4407377. We're going down until 5:30. Yeah, we're going down until 5:30 if we can. Yeah. So we're taking the calls. 4407377. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, actually.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Go right ahead, caller. Okay, that person changed their mind. Let's see if we have another one on the line.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning.
Good
morning, everyone.
All right.
Honorable Oliver Joseph.
Good morning.
Sheldon, I want to say Honorable Oliver Joseph has served the people of St. David with distinction. Right? He's a man that cares about the people of St. David. He transformed St. David, right, with the road network. Remember, his government bring back CCC back to Grenada, and look at the network of the road in St. David and throughout the Grenada. The road network is developed, vehicle running smoothly. They'll pay less money for parts of vehicle because of the road network. I want to say, Alva, you have delivered to the people of St. David and continue the good work that you and the government. Well, and look at it again, the agriculture, the farm road. Remember CCC used to do construction on farm road too, build this farm road, And look at this the supplies. The farmers dropping into marketing mode. More supplies, more money coming into the farmer's hand, to the pocket, because of this here. Because when a farmer planting again and the road network to the farm very bad, how could they reap what they plant? I want to say NMP deliver and care about the farmers, because if you don't have a proper road network, things that the farmers plant will just stay together and spoil. Well, with a proper network of farm road, the farmers could go and get a regular and reap more of the things that they plant and bring to market board, and more income coming into the hands of the farmers. So, Albert Joseph, continue the good work. You're in the government. God bless you all. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Minister Joseph, one of the issues I think that over the years government has encountered is that you do a farm road, you do a road in a particular area for farmers to access. Then they stop farming and sell the place for a house. That's something that I've been seeing in St. David happening over the years as well. As soon as you do the road for the farmers to be able to access there, you see light, water come in one time, blam, it turns out to be a housing area.
But to be realistic, while you do it as farm road, people now have better access.
Yeah.
And if you have better roads and they already have the electricity and water, and you put in a nice roads, it will transform the lives of the community. That's what I'm saying. Everybody will have the use of it.
Okay, I'm seeing a message here from Joanne. She's saying, Mr. Oliver, thanks for the road in Toko Bay inside by Pepe. We the villagers are very grateful. Make no mistake, you've got my vote. Donna Langdon, she's saying, good morning, Mr. Minister. Apre2 did get some roads done, but need a lot more to be done. And don't forget the water tank. A lot. We behind you all the way. So we're getting the various messages coming in from the different parts of the constituency. And we have a caller online.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Well, good day.
Gentlemen.
Good day, sir.
And my one and only candidate, Mr. Oliver Joseph.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Yes. How is everything in there?
We're good.
We're quite fine. You have to make it quick, caller, because remember we have limited time. So
right, okay, Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Hats off to you. You are the next candidate, and you're going to be voted in convincingly. You are the man of the hour. We just coming from the field, and everybody talking good about you, Mr. Oliver. We thank you so much for being such an exemplary man. You know, as a certain gentleman said, you are God sent. Yes, indeed, you're God sent, and we thank you for availing yourself to represent us one more time. And we're going to vote you in and continue to support you. All right, you have our prayer, you have our support. St. David's love you. We love you.
All right, my brother.
And St. David's, you wanted to know, Grenada, only one candidate for the NNP we have in St. David's, the person of Mr. Oliver Joseph. God send. God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Minister, a quick question that just occurred to me. I've been hearing before of a housing brigade. Is there still a housing brigade operating in the St. David area from time to time that would assist persons in need?
Yeah, from time to time. As the need arise, they were very active during the second year of this term, because what we noticed then, a lot of people were getting the material, but they could not put it up. So we had an active brigade. They were volunteering the time, and he was volunteer.
Yeah.
Afterwards, some people started saying,
"What going on now? You can't find them fellas again."
Yeah, that's right. That's the thing is, these same guys who came up to volunteer, all of them working. Every one of them, you know. I tried to call them to assist one person, and they said, "Well, we'll have to put it for a Sunday because they are working."
They had to do peace.
And you know, two of the guys working up to Sunday now. And they say that, because they say they're on a project and they're behind. So this the contractor asked them if they could come every day because he has to complete it by a given time, and he's way back. So that has been the problem. The jobs just take out the brigade.
We have a call.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sheldon.
Hi.
I'm calling from St. David's.
All right, my dear.
How are you?
You're calling from one of the most beautiful places in Grenada. The whole of Grenada beautiful, but I like St. David.
I just calling to congratulate my minister.
All right.
Thank you.
On a job well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're calling from which area in St. David?
Laurel and St. David.
Hey, you're calling from good place, girl. All right, my dear. And you registered and ready?
Of course I am. Me and my household.
Okay, great.
Yes, we're ready to go.
Election day.
Of course.
March 13th, huh?
Yes,
The
I know.
The day of unity.
Of course.
All right, my dear.
All right.
Let's
All
see.
right.
All right, have a good day.
And indeed, yes, March 13th, the
March
day
13th.
of unity. Yeah, we have another caller online.
Good afternoon and welcome. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good
Yes, and
afternoon.
welcome.
Yes, go right ahead, caller. You're live.
Okay, good afternoon to you and Devon, to the minister.
Yeah.
I have one concern. The concern I have, they started the road.
Ignore the radio in the background. Talk to us. You're going good.
They started the road last year.
You're going good. Go ahead, my dear. Ignore the radio. Take the volume off the radio, Popo.
The concern I have, they started the road in Vineyard in Windsor Forest. In Windsor Forest, which they haven't finished, and all the consumption of water I'm getting is too much for behind my house.
Which area?
Windsor
Specific
Forest
in
is
Windsor
Vineyard.
Forest there.
The BRC is down. The gravel is on, which the vine covered, and the pieces of board is right in front of my door. By now it may be rotten.
Okay, so
They
that's in
grade
Windsor
that road
Forest.
since last year, and up to now they haven't finished it.
Okay.
And the rain have been falling constantly, and the consume of what I'm getting behind my house is too much for me.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So what I would do, caller, give me a call back at the end of the program so you could take your number so that we could pass it on to Minister. As soon as we are here off air, you give me a call.
Okay, so thank you.
All right, my dear. Love you. Bye-bye.
Same to you, and good luck to Mr. Oliver.
Thank you very
All right.
much. Yes,
Thank you,
well,
lady.
yeah.
Yes,
That
indeed.
probably happened because the contractor who were given a contract, because we gave the small contracts to do, didn't have time complete it, and they get so much rain this month. It's
difficult.
But that's a genuine concern, caller, and we look into it.
Yes, indeed. Caller.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Go right ahead.
Hello,
Yes, go right ahead, caller.
Sheldon.
Yes, go right ahead, please, because we're limited
Good
time. So
afternoon.
go right ahead, yeah.
I want to say good afternoon to Minister Joseph.
Good afternoon.
And I want to let him know that the people of St. David is standing firm behind him. Some of them are saying not because they don't see them in a rally. It's not that they're not there, but they're behind him 100%. So we want Brother Minister to continue doing the good work that he has started. And we're sure that he will continue it for the next 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
brother.
very much.
Thank you.
Yes, also, I'm getting a message here from Janelle. She's saying, we thank you for being the best for the past 4.5 years, and the youth are behind you 100%. Let's keep moving. Kendon is asking for a fire truck for St. David. What's the latest with a fire truck for St. David?
Yeah, you will recall that we had pledged to have a fire truck, and then he said we had to bail a place for the fire truck to be stationed, and that keeps coming up, especially when you have a fire. So tell him I agree with him fully, but we are looking at the appropriate fire truck. You see, the large ones that we have cannot survey.
Yeah.
So what is on order is a smaller fire tender, not only for St. David. They are looking to have one in every parish, right? So he's right that
it's already on order.
It's already an order.
It's been
Yes,
built in Turkey,
That's
I
right.
believe.
Yes, it's already an order. So we get the appropriate one to have it in St. David's, and hopefully, as soon as I return into office, within the first year, we could have a fire tender in St. David's.
Delia is saying she appreciates your sacrifices and efforts with your dedication to education, and she truly believes that you have helped all the households in St. David, and she's in the community, and she's very thankful for that. 440-737. So sorry about that, callers. I had the line engaged.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good
afternoon.
Minister calling from Vincent. We'll be on your 100%.
Thank you. Thank you
We'll
very
be all
much.
the way.
All right, my dear.
Okay, my dear.
Thank you.
All right.
You know who it is?
I ain't record the voice. I know if Minister record the
No,
voice.
Minister know who it is.
All right, my dear.
Thanks, bye.
440-737-7. Fast and furious because we're running out of time. 10 minutes.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my dear. Good afternoon.
Yes, go right ahead, caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you're live. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon to you, Sheldon, and to Minister Joseph.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm calling to let Minister Joseph know that the youth of St. David's is behind 100%. And we thank him also for his sacrifice, for his good doing, and also to enhancing the youth, uplifting the youth, giving us good advice and everything. So we thank him.
All right. Thank you very much, caller.
Okay, my dear.
Okay.
All right.
Tislan, she's saying they need a road down by she house in Mondelez. So I don't know the state there. I'm getting a message from John Etienne here. He's speaking about an ATM in St. That's not a government something. That's the businesses to do that.
I did approach the bank, one bank and a credit union. And in fact, the credit union came and looked at the area where they could put up the ATM machine. Because we really need one there. Yes.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely for the St. David area.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have another caller online.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Sheldon.
Afternoon.
Sheldon, I'm calling from Boucher. I'm calling on behalf of some friends I have in St. David.
Okay.
They are saying that the minister, in spite of the work he have to do, he have a big area to cover, but he had done well. And they thank him for his sacrifice. Thank you very much, and keep moving.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. 44073. I wonder if I better call the number again. But you see, I need better call the number again. And people just calling one time.
Good afternoon and welcome.
How are you?
All right, my dear. Go right ahead.
Hello. Oh boy, you was on and you get through. Popo, you get through there and you give up your opportunity. Let's see again. 4407377. Minister, let me ask you this question though before we take any more calls. To the NDC supporters in the constituency of St. David, what do you say?
I see you need to keep look at me as somebody who is not supportive of any color. Once you come to me and you get an assistance. So do not be afraid to approach me. You have your different views on the matter. Understand what we have done in St. David's. If there's any way you can help. It's not just about I helping you, you know. So you too, even your NDC, but you want to help build St. David's. So I'm saying to the NDC supporters, come out and help build St. David's together with me. Let us all work together, because when I provide assistance, it's not based on any color. It's based on your need.
Indeed. We have a caller online.
Good afternoon and welcome. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello? Okay, that person is listening to the radio in the background.
Yeah.
Popo, all you remember, yes, with that? Might be the first time you're calling a program. We know that Minister Joseph has put out quite a bit of information, economics, St. David, even politics. You found out about him as an individual, and so no, he didn't have to go and plan as no bush to show people who is him and where he come from and thing. Everybody know he from St. David. Yeah? You met any Scots? You met a lot of Scots in Scotland, so I mean, you know my relatives. So let's take this call.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, Brother Sheldon.
Afternoon.
Brother Devon and our Minister.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Minister Joseph. I'm not voting for Mr. Joseph, but most of my time been spent in St. David's.
Wait, hold on. When you say not voting for him, you mean you're not... Hold on. When you say not voting for him, you mean you're not in that constituency?
When I say I'm not voting for him, I'm voting in another constituency. I'm sorry.
Just be careful you're saying anything that, man.
I'm very careful about that. But Mr. Joseph knows fully well that he has my full support. Even though I'm not living in St. David's, but you could say all our property is in St. David's. So St. David's is like my second home. But it's something about Brother Oliver Joseph that everybody should admire. You know, he said a while ago that according to the saying, he don't watch face. And it's quite true. I could testify to that. He don't watch face. Because sometimes when I see certain things, I say, but Brother Oliver, what? But that is the kind of person he is. You know, he's not a fake. You know, he's a real Oliver Joseph. And I must say he is one of the representatives that passed through St. David. He did more work in 4 or 5 years than most of the other representatives in 10 and more years. So I will continue to to support Brother Oliver. I don't know if you know who is speaking. You have my full support. You don't have to tell me what to do for you. I know what to do for you and the party, for what you have, what you did for other people, what you did for me. You don't have to look over your shoulder. Before I go, there is one piece of road with Oliver. I know you're gonna be very difficult. At this time, is a major piece of road that is going up on your pass, going up by Martin Road. That picture of Martin and Pommel's by the butcher.
Yes, so leading up to the
as you really know that
to the water treatment plant.
Project up there.
Yes, the water project.
And
yes,
the road up
yes.
there is more or less, very very bad.
Yes,
I know it will take a lot to do that piece of road there.
Yeah. Yes.
So I would like in the not too distant future that we'll.
Right. Yes, I know the road very well. In fact, I'm hoping to get it graded. We won't be able to pave it before, but to grade it. Because what happened now was build the water treatment plant in Mount Agnes, and the road was seriously damaged
during the process.
Yes,
with the trucks passing.
Yes,
and so.
during the process, and therefore in fact, I'm in dialogue with the manager of Nawasa, and we'll need to have it graded, and also it could be easier access to the people.
Yeah, indeed, and that's the situation with many roads in different areas. You have that situation where construction, like for instance, if you're going down Grand Anse in the area of the Silver Sand, you could basically pave it this weekend, and by next weekend it's dug up again, because you have that situation with the trucks and all this vehicles passing by there. So you do have a problem with that particular area. Minister, 3 minutes. We're heading into closing in the next 3 minutes. Anything specific you want to say to the constituents of St. David and to the people of Grenada in general?
Right. Let me address my constituents first. I want to say to them, I'm very happy for the support that they have given me over the last 5 years, and the support they continue to give. I pledge that I will do my best in my next term to continue to improve the living standard of our people in St. David's. To the education, I will continue to place emphasis on the opportunities for our young people to get training, so to enhance the skill and improve the standard of living. So I promise that I'll work closely with you. I'll be a better representative in this second term than I was in the first term. First term was a real learning experience for me. Now that I'm into it for 5 years and I've learned a lot, I can assure you that on my return to office after the 13th, I will continue to work hard for you to ensure that St. David's is a better place. And the national scene. Election is about choice. You compare the previous government with this one. Look at the achievements that we over the last 5 years, where we have taken the economy, the sound footing, the strong economic part, and sustainable development goal. Because the economy is a key factor in any election. You have to be able to manage the economy, ensure that people benefit. The international and regional community, they are praising Grenada for what we have done. I ask you to give us a next term so that we can continue on this part of progress. So I say to you, keep moving with the new national party. This is not the time to take chance with your future. This is the time to ensure continued progress.
All right. And we'd like to thank you so very much, Minister. We know that usually all know you there'll be some part of St. David or the other. Right. But you're taking the opportunity to be here with us. Devon? You can go right ahead.
Yeah, Minister, I just wanted to extend condolences and so to Mrs. Cynthia Gary.
The family of Miss Cynthia Gary.
Family of Miss Cynthia Gary, who died sometime yesterday. So I know she represented St. David's at one point in time as a parliamentary representative. And so on behalf of Hard Talk and the people of St. David's, I don't know if you want to say anything to that. Our condolences.
Right. I got it only this morning, just before I reached here, I got to know that.
Oh, boy.
So I want to join and extended my condolences to the family. She has represented St. David's in the past. A very nice person, I must add. Indeed, and worked hard for St. David's and laid the foundation for people like me to build and St. David's. So I really want to express my condolences to the family of the late Cynthia Gary.
I think she was the first and perhaps the only female Representative.
Yes, you're correct. That's correct.
Don't think that they've had another one outside of her and shoot you.
No, that's correct. You're correct.
Yeah. Folks, that's all the time we have for Hard Talk today. We'd like to thank you, each and every one of you, so very much for being here with us this morning.
Wonderful.
My name is Sheldon Scott.
I'm Devon Romain.
And in everything we say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. Remember, NNPites, hug a NDC member today. Tell them you love them, because we are all one Grenadier.
We keep moving.
Thank you very much.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
The new National Party has been good to St. David's, and more is coming. Youth unemployment has reduced drastically. Infrastructure has improved. The standard of living of people have improved over the years. Our focus is to ensure that all our people in St. David's improve in their way of life and standard of living, and we are giving hope to young people. It is a united team that can deliver such hope to people and such benefits. And therefore, this is not the time to take risk with the future. We must be committed to the present. And I say to you, let us all keep moving.
I worked in the public service for 30 years, and it's nothing compared to politics, where you have to represent your constituency and you have to represent your ministry. And this double role is very challenging because I have the largest constituency to deal with. And unless you love people and put people at the center of what you're doing, it becomes a monumental task. But I've found the challenge to be one that both rewarding, satisfying, and it's, for the last 1.5 years, I've learned so much about people that I never thought I would learn.
My biggest success is the amount of students I got to go to university. In China, in Cuba, in SGU and TAMCC. I believe the only way to come out of poverty is through education. Because I was born in a very poor family, but because of education I'm here today. And I encourage all young people to pursue higher education. Let us all keep moving in Grenada.